Mamuina Akwaba at the back into TV for Senam Mokasi, the Attorney General Minister of Justice. Last week, Muhon Kopimo at the ECOWAS court at Enyasem Kutwa, which is the case between the former Chief Justice versus the Republic of Ghana. Now, 84, the ECOWAS court judges Ebisa upon the Sentinel. About the sign of my mutate and fan who did so at Enyasem Kutwa. Anna the Attorney General Sosa Ebuano Eka Sentinel. The ECOWAS court has no jurisdictions in the affairs of Ghana as a country. And so if we take a response at ECOWAS court Edema the Attorney General Minister of Justice for Ayebubuja Anyasem Ketwa. And finally, the ECOWAS court has ruled in favor of the Chief Justice Gertrude Erabasaki Tukunu. I throw away the petition of the the petition of the Attorney General. Now, yes, we pinnacle things and some Omoka and Omdi Tuga.
So, if you are given 3 petitions and you finish 1, where is the evidence that you have complied with the orders given to you or directives issued to you? Now, we did say that there were cases pending at the High Court and the Supreme Court, and that it would be better for all these things to be cleared out of the way before government embarks on making a nomination to the position of Chief Justice. The government didn't listen to us. It made a nomination. When a person was to appear before Parliament, alarm bells were raised in Parliament. The minority stood their ground to say that what we are doing is not fair. There are cases pending at the High Court, Supreme Court, and ECOWAS Court. So stop it. Just respect the boundaries of authority. The case is pending before the judiciary. You are the executive. Just respect the boundaries. The legislature, which is also an arm of government, can also hold on to respect what the judiciary will say. They will have none of that. And I went ahead, bettered him, and issued their report recommending him. Before anybody could say jack, they went ahead and swore him in. You see, when you do these things, you are fixing the judiciary with a fait accompli. That's all they have done. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what they are celebrating. Because for all intents and purposes, as we see today, they have a new Chief Justice. So, if they grant an injunction that the removal or the suspension of the former Chief Justice is not proper, would they reverse everything? Would they reverse it?
Yeah, but
so they are saying that for purposes of the interim injunction, let it go. What is newsworthy is the fact that they made a preliminary determination that indeed rights have been violated, and that the Attorney General is given 30 days to respond to the substantive matter, to give them an opportunity to hear the case. That is not an interim matter. That would be the substantive matter. So once the substantive matter, a judgment is given which says that whatever they did was wrong, it will be left to the President. And I hear his Attorney General going about saying that whatever the courts will say, they will abide by it. I hope you have heard that one.
Yeah, I have.
So we are not worried about any interim. In fact, to make the point that in October, lawyers wrote to the ECOWAS court to say that the things have taken so long and that we are no longer interested in the interim measures.
Okay. And
that they should rather give us a date.
For the substantive issue.
Those letters are also being circulated.
So for you as counsel, you were expecting the kind of ruling from the court on the application for interim measures that the court may come to the conclusion they came to today, right?
Saying that we had even written a Nigerian solicitor, Falana, to the courts already.
Okay.
And they should not waste their time on that matter, but should rather proceed to consider the matter itself.
Okay. And you had also applied for a default judgment. Is that the case?
Because they have refused to file their response from the time the matter went there.
Sure.
You remember recently in Parliament, Afenyo Markin made that point that they waited when the Chief Justice nominee was to appear. Then the Attorney General went to court to say that he wanted extension of time, and he was given 3 weeks to go and file it. So although they have been going about telling everybody that indeed there are cases pending before the Supreme Court, they had in fact not responded to any of them. They had not responded.
But
so this is nothing. I mean, I don't know what it is that we are talking about. Let me read this one to you. We have a little time. Re-suit number so and so took on the Republic of Ghana notification on breach of lease pending and request for date to hear substantive suits. The above subject matters referred is: we are counsel representing the plaintiff in the above reference suit. The plaintiff commenced a suit seeking the enforcement of fundamental rights in relation to a position as a substantive Chief Justice of Ghana on June 30, 2025. Although the defendant was served with both a substantive suit and motion for interim measures, the defendant state elected to respond to the interim measures that were held on July 14, 2025. Despite the pendency of the suit challenging the plaintiff's suspension and speaking an order to restrain the defendant's state, the President of the Republic removed her as a Chief Justice of the Court on September 1st. That time, the motion had already been heard. He went ahead and removed her. Thus, this Honorable Court has been presented with a fiat in an apparent move to present this Honorable Court with a fiat complaint and thereby undermine the independence of the judiciary. Even though the defendant has disregarded the hallowed principle of lease pending, the ruling of this Honorable Court on the provisional measures, by mark my words, will no longer be necessary. Let me repeat it. The ruling will no longer be necessary as it has been overtaken by the contemptuous act of the defendant. We are, on account of the foregoing, compelled to request for the shortest possible date to hear the substantive suit. So what are they celebrating?
Oh, okay.
What are they celebrating?
And I think what also generated this controversy was in an attempt to update the rest of the country on what happened at the ECOWAS court, the Deputy Attorney General concentrated on the court's ruling relative to this, interim application, i.e., the one seeking provisional measures. And in his update, he made the point that the court has thrown out that application. In that update as well, he didn't touch on, the fact that the court has ordered the Attorney General to file their response in 30 days relative to the substantive matter. And that's what I think has created this whole, controversy on social media especially.
But they are playing politics. It's always in politics. So they